the capacity ranging between 6,000 to 7,000 without counting the no man's land. History has been made here mostly for the national team. So there's a lot to say about the venue. But one would have to say that at some point the venue was closed for a particular period of 3 years due to the renovations, CAF and FIFA standards. So the venue at some point was not allowed to host the men's activities in terms of international competition. So, but the allowance has been given to women football, so they can have their games at this venue. And for that cause, today we have a fixture between Eswatini, the under-20 women, alongside the South African side. One would say the young stars of Banyana Banyana. And bringing you this live game here at the Somplo National Stadium. I'll be joined by a team of commentators. Melusi Skosana, Story Samakendi is alongside me. And we've also brought in the experience of the national team, Steve Sampliga, the head coach, that is Bongani Makukula. Talk about what he brings in this type of game. Tell you what, temperatures ranging between 13 to 18 degrees here in Lobamba, so it should be an intriguing fixture. So Eswatini TV, in one way of ensuring that you get everything you need in sports, this game will be live on Eswatini TV and of course on different platforms where we have a live stream. Now, the kickoff will be exactly at 3 p.m. And so the warm-ups from the two sides. Just to introduce my panel of analysts and commentators. Melusi Skosana, Silvusele, once again, it's good to be with you.
Angivusele Fabrice Mosonera, ngivusele nembukeli lo sekhaya. Sika somhlolo ke namuhla sibukela abamfana labancane sithebe samhlekazi abasebahle bayachakaza. Probably they'll show us what we need today. A win is what we need today.
But the win is what we need today. Coach Bongani Makukula is next to me. Coach, I'm looking at South Africa. You've coached Stebe at some point. You faced teams like South Africa. What's the expectation today, Coach? Sikuvusela once again, Coach.
Mhlambe ngabakuvusela ngosanguma viewers at home nekusho ukuthi si live vele kaSomhlolo sitobuka ukuthi basiphatheleni bantwana labancane ama under 20 kuna iFIFA World Cup qualifiers against South Africa. So like so shito nje Fabrice ukuthi I'm currently looking at Sithebe Samhlekazi as a head coach. Ngimi kuba la ngiphethe amabhantshi ekuthi lamabili ndasho njalo eziswazi usupporting bantwana labancane phinze njalo nelizwe lisathi ngoba yami tournament isesendleleni Qualifier is just by the corner nangabe khona labatawu performa la kule game yona le solo sibabukile nabo ukuthi they are still ready ukuthi singabaniketa i-collab of which kutasita kakhulu lokho because ikahle iqiniso lenzaba lithi labantwana labancane kufuna kusale kugijima bona labadzala vele sale sesibadedela because sifuna ukuthi ibhola yethu ikhule ingemi inzawonye.
Is the Samplikazi head coach Bongani just next to us? Recently in the 2024 edition of COSAFA CAF competition, he was with the team. So an opportunity of watching the under-20s is a way of to say maybe there could be some particular faces that he could select. Now, whoever that makes it to the qualification, now that is Hlanhla the former Young Buffaloes head coach, Mkamansi coach Bongani Uyamkumbra. Now he's the goalkeeper coach for the under-20s.
Yes, iljaha lelitimisele ebholeni sengicabanga singema rewards lawa lesiwabonako lokuthi bese seyilithola le recognition ukuthi lingahlanyela kulalabancane. Even nakasithebe nje sinaye lomnye former goalkeeper Mkhulisi of which ngiva ngathi we are on the right track. We need their experience to teach labantwana labasesebancane labasakhula kulokuvimba.
And of course that is the FIFA World Cup under-20 women qualifiers against South Africa. Eswatini, South Africa, tell you that the World Cup finals itself will be held in Poland. Poland next year in 2026 across 6 cities in Poland. Some of the members of the public could not hesitate but just be in the venue to enjoy the performance of the youngsters. Now, Lucy, when you talk about the two teams, especially for Eswatini, any key players to look up to, any particular faces, one would say Eswatini, they do stand a chance here at Somplo National Stadium.
Fabrice ngicela uteka yona masingathi sibuka abadlali labangasi ungabagaza kuleli cembu laseSwatini kule zwakele Khumalo who plays as a right as a left winger muhle itechnique yakhe ingenhle kakhulu akasabi kuthatha bamfu on. Another player lesingathi siyambuka kuna goalkeeper Lindelwa Gwebo. One of the goalkeepers lengiva ngathi mina waqala as a defender and then luckily ku-interladies base bam-interchange into a goalkeeper. Ema-reflex saves akhe mahle and i-timing yakhe ingenhle. Lo munye longamgadza Spesihle Maseko, Real Leopard and Lindiwe Dlamini Manzini Wanderers. Bangilabahle when going forward. But yeah, there's a surprise package. Angathi noma ukhona in Amanda Mabila but ngingabona awumapha. Former Manzini Wanderers player lo wasitshengisa ibhola lenhle kakhulu lamkhathini. Lokhona ukusibamba sisu lokhona coordinator ema passes esithebe semhlekazi. Lokhona ukulanza ibhola from defense I mix it ku attack.
Coach, talking about members of the public, of course those are officials and those also came to watch this particular fixture. Quite important for the country. Had a chance to have a conversation with Nombuso Khumalo, the South African head coach. Coach Bongani, she did say that for her 3 to 4 players here are being selected maybe in the upcoming 2 to 3 months to be part of Banyana. Is that a strategy, I would say, the South Africans have in terms of grouping their youngsters?
Thank you so much, Babe. It's a good sign. You could see people have a youth if not encourage in a way, because going with the old guns pay so even to our locals, we do have 3 players laba tfolile national call-up, so batobukwa nabo lamhla kusi performance yabo injani, but immediately they finish with the under-20s they will have to join their counterparts at the senior team, which is Sitsebe Samhlekazi. The set players are defender Matonsi, and we also have if the goalkeeper Lindelwa Mhluli, Lindelwa Gwebo, and then we also have Netemba Suwat. Those are the 3 players that have got a call up. Immediately they finish this business, by join a national team straight away from here.
All right. Beautiful insight by Coach Bongani, telling us that the expectation is very high for the Kingdom of Eswatini. Shortly, we should be proceeding with the 2 nations' national anthems as the teams have geared up to enter the facility. Temperatures really, like I highlighted, could be favoring both sides, considering the fact that they're using an artificial turf. So wherever you're watching us from, this is Eswatini TV, of course in collaboration with the Eswatini Football Association, in one way of ensuring that wherever you are, you get the latest of football activities. Coach, before maybe Melose get back to you, Coach, do you think maybe for us at home, the girls, did they get enough time for preparations? Do they have what it takes to come and face South Africa?
With regards to skhathi lesanele ibhola ihlala nje injalo, you prepare until the last day, and the question usually comes, did you have enough time? Bese soyaphendula ke usually asikavami ukuba enough, because ihlala inalawo ma-grey areas of which, but I guess basitfolile lesingasho ukuthi sibe enough ukuthi they can give us something, because I think they've been in camp over the past month or so, and then vigorously babonakele in the past 3-4 weeks back full time vele bavela onke malanga technical center lebe bate lolongela khona, so siyethemba lokuthi khona labantu asibukelisa khona.
Of course, can't wait to see what the 2 sides have to dish out in the particular fixture. Just to let you know that South Africa, we talk about the team, there are some familiar faces from the Hollywood Betway ladies competition. Some faces from the Mamelodi Sundowns ladies team, so that tells you how tough it could be. And those who are watching with so much anticipation, it could be a friend, it could be a teammate, it could be a colleague. They just couldn't hesitate and miss what was going to happen. And no, for the past couple of years, whenever he was in my company, that is Melusi Skosana, his prediction has always been on point. The question is, could his prediction today once again stand? Melusi, what's your take?
Fabrice, ngekubuka kwami kule game lena, yes, we are playing ekhaya, but we can't afford to behave like underdogs. Yes, South Africa, they are good technically, but good, but comfortable on the ball. But what we need to do as Eswatini is just to cut down the supply, the wing players as South Africa. Because if the South Africans get that supplies to the likes of Bozowi from their captain, jersey number 10, it can be a problem for our defense. Hence, ngivangasi sisengakabi kule standard labagiso.
And Melusi, maybe when we talk about the players, yes, we're yet to go through the team list, but in terms of majority of the players, we know some of the outstanding teams that we have, the likes of Singers in ladies team, Green Mamba ladies team, Young Buffaloes ladies team. Do we have all those players from those teams?
Yes, we do. We do have those players. Now, manje kuna nangyambanza, siphelele Mbanza, uke wadlala ku Denver Sundowns nyalo ukusingizini. Ngakhuluma ngalindelwa Gwebo. Lo dlala ku Interladies. Those are Premier League standard teams. Ukhulume ngade likes of ulindelwa. There's this attacking player, but Lindelwa Mafuso. Udlala kuManzini Wanderers. Quick, very pacey, very clever, and akasabi kuthatha onema defenders loyo. Lindiwe Mafuso.
And of course, we await the kickoff of this encounter. Just probably 12 to 13 minutes away from the kickoff. The usual attendance you'd expect on a day like Friday, but those who could brave the cold and make it for the special occasion have decided to be in the venue. Tell you what, Friday being a working day, so you'd understand that majority of the lovers of the game, of course, could be engaged in different duties somewhere, somehow. Under the history of the Under-20 Women's World Cup, African continent, you can talk about countries like Ghana, who once lifted it. So South Africa, knowing that under Banyana, they have set the standard so high, so they believe that maybe it is also a chance for the Under-20 women's team to also present a chance for them to win it. So if you just join us, this is the Somhlolo National Stadium. I've been hearing comments that for those who haven't been able to get at this facility, it is quite a different place from what you used to know. And of course, with the Slang Semnigati in action next month against Angola and Cape Verde, respectively, this is the venue to host one of the encounters, having, of course, CAF lifted that ban to say we can actually try and allow the Kingdom of Eswatini to host their games. Now, it's a chance for Coach Bongani to also to say maybe ahead of the upcoming women's COSAFA competition, whoever that is likely to impress me today, they do have a chance to be on that bus to PE. Coach, is that the case for you?
Yes, my brother. Lokhona vele sitekubuka outstanding players, outstanding performers. Tikhala solo tikhona ngale ka senior team. Lokusho ukuthi badlali labatawuperforma kahle. Sibabukile vele ukuthi sibaniketele national call up and babe ready to join their big sisters ukuze bamelele live labo kunangikhosafa nje lo time masinyane probably October November utabe alapho and then so immediately nje kuphela lapha hayi bayangena ecampini ke ngaloku ngathi kuyaqina bayatilungiselela badlali balungiselela lo mdlalo lomkhulu lotako otherwise ngona sibabukile lokunye mhlambe lokungaba i-challenge lencane ukuthi some of these girls most of them basesetikolweni so ayabuka la class abo especially the completing classes ngeke bese sesiyamphazamisa ngingabekisa njenga ukwakhuluma phutla eceleni kwami ngemdlali from Manzini Wanderers longu Lindiwe Dlamini who's so much effective who's not scared of kusukela nje idefender ayiguqisa ibhekse pass ukuthi yena emathuba ekuthi noma ngadlala kahle because of the class lakilo which is form 3 angiboni lokuthi utalithola lelithuba but then nje lokuningi cishe kuguide ngilokuthi lo mfana ukuliphi class otherwise sibabukile labamfana from this under 20 game yalamuhla ukuthi basichaze bese sesiyabuka lokuthi siba embrace kanjani ke sibatholele khona lapho.
Beautiful stuff. Thank you very much, Coach Bongani. What an introduction that is for the youngsters. Now the two nations are getting ready to enter the facility. We should be proceeding to the national anthems. And of course, the guest team is always given the advantage. South Africa. South Africans are very quite passionate about the presence of their teams. And there we are ready. The two nations have, of course, entered the facility. The body language is very key in the instances of this magnitude. And South Africa, of course, have got that advantage. Quite tall and energetic players. So one would have to say what is in for Eswatini. We're going to have to wait and see. But for now, it is a chance for the two nations as we proceed to the national anthems of the both nations.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of South Africa.
give the two nations enough courage before they face each other. Tell you what, football unites the world. That's the message from the World Governing Board, that is FIFA. Technically, coach, I know you read this. When you are a coach, you watch to the two teams. What are you monitoring right now as a coach? And what are you seeing from the two nations?
Fabrice, mhlambe lokubonakala vividly clear is the body language of both teams. Emaswati ayabonakala lokusesola ayahlonipha. But ke ayaqale very slow bese mhlambe sekayakhona adapter. So sisivele siphuta uku-adjust thina kafishane nje. Babukeka ba ready kakhudlanyane laba be-South Africa. If you read the body language, iyabonakala ukuthi bantu labathi we are not here to play games nani Maswati, otherwise babuka babahle. Then on our side, we'll solely rely on the experience of those players labadlala cishe day in day out from teams like Wanderers, teams like Interladies, Sengizini, and you name it. Cishe siyawubuka lawo bantwana ukuthi bakhona ukuqinisa nalabo labase ngajoin ema teams, which means basetele enough game time bona. But nje labo labayifew labana le game time star benka ema hopes kubo kubona ukuthi performance ihamba njani.
The two teams, the captains of the two nations, of course, getting a chance to choose which side of the pitch to start with. Tell you what, Eswatini head coach Atwell Lulu speaking to the media early this week, highlighted that the future of the national team, Sisebasa Mhlekazi, starts from here. The question is, does Coach Bongani, the actual coach of Sisebe, agrees with what Atwell Lulu said? The technical bench in front of you, coach.
Yes, very impressive guys here. Ngiyakholwa lokuthi bawendile umsebenzi wabo lo fanele sibawende with regards to motivating the players, giving them the right information about South Africa, and also tactical. I think ba planile and angeke bese say yasiphunyukela le game galula ngekuthi sihluleke plan. Because we know ukuthi South Africa yile singayibheka kiyo sibhekile ukuthi babe fluid vele because they are good on the ball, but then probably singaba ne advantage lencane ngana ground artificial of which bona ema games abo lamaningi badlala ku natural grass, so mhlambe that can be an advantage because ababe fluid as sibabhekile. But then siyathemba lokuthi eMaswati nawo akwendile la kufanele sakwende loku fanele with regards to the preparation. Sathemba lokuthi they will stand out and bangabi ihlazo la sikhona ukuphusha nje sibone sisifika lapha. We have a good team nako lengakusho, we have a good team kuma standards 8 nje, we have a good team nje lengakusho.
That is the South African head coach on the right side of your screen. That is Nombuso Khumalo interacting with the fourth official. Looks like we're ready to get underway. The Samtla National Stadium. The bigger question remains, who stands a chance? South Africans have in the past, of course, reached in the finals of this under-20 competition. This year's games to be held in Poland. And we are already underway here at the Samtla National Stadium. Eswatini hosting, of course, South Africa. Quite a strong team in terms of the defense. Melusi Skosana is next to me. Melusi, I know you want to say something before we get into the first highlight of the encounter. Are you confident with some of the faces you've seen on your sides in terms of Eswatini? Are you happy with the side? Are you happy with the starting lineup?
Fabrice, ngiphinze futhi ngibonge kakhulu. Nginaleli thuba lekuthi nginemceceshi la eceleni kwami, coach. I'm very happy and I'm confident ukuthi kukhona lesingakwenda. Hence sidlala ekhaya. We can cause troubles for South Africa, but what we need to do is sihlangu ufune sithebe samhlekazi kufune si remain compact in the middle of the park. Hence South Africa are very fluid when it comes to ball, very comfortable on the ball.
Talking about being very comfortable on the ball, We've already enjoyed a minute of this encounter. And coach, technically, are you reading something here?
Yes, Fabrice. Lokubonakala ko ngathi si compact vele in the middle of the park. Bonakala kunamunye embili which is lindiwe. The moment sibona yena nje usembili la, of which our midfield ngiyo le bonakala I compact vele. And so far so good ba container kahle because akufuni vele sibajake singabavumeli futhi babe nale bhola kakhulu kuze banganobana le confidence. So far so good to me. Nangibuka nje kusekusahamba kahle basayicontrola kahle. They shouldn't be carried away. Kuthi ngoba nayo mhlambe ibonakala ngathi iyadlaleka bese sesifuna ukuphusha inombolo. Sikahle nje kakhulu. Let's remain like this for some time.
So if I enjoyed 2 minutes of the encounter, South Africa, I would say so far, leading the ball possession. Strong midfield in as far as the team is concerned. The confidence, of course, of the team, the build-up, and how the exchange the ball, but the defense of the Eswatini side quite intact to break at this point in time. Eswatini should be able to take advantage of this encounter, considering the fact that they are on home soil. Let's see. It's a challenge there, but really not quite impressive. South Africans now have invaded the box, but first free kick of the encounter. First free kick of this encounter. And coach, I want to hear your tactical aspect on this issue. What are you saying, coach?
Okay, lokubonakala ko la ungathi le artificial turf itekiti songa la grounding. Ungambona nje lapha bethusile mathonsi nakathi uzama kahlele na kupaphaza. Kube ngabe beku natural grass bekungeke kwendeke. So uyabona lokuthi shothi songa sikayejwayeli vele. Which shothi both Swazis and the South Africans taba nenkinga. That's struggleish. So le set piece nje lena I hope bemeka mnanzi njengoba babonakala goalkeeper coach wendile umsebenzi uyasibona lesikhala la basivulele kule wall ukuthi goalkeeper khona kuyibona ibhola isukuma phansi. So siyakhola ukuthi hayi ta save goalkeeper njengoba na save nje.
A chance for the South African side there, and say that was a shot released by the South African. Is the number 10 Katlego Malebana. Katlego Malebana for the South Africa. But in terms of Eswatini, maybe one quickly can say goalkeeper, there is Matonsi Apology, there is Bushe Amanda Mabira, there is Lishe Ngometuru, there is Lindiwe Mlobiso Lamini, there is Rondiwe Kametse, there is also Nontransha Kera, there is also Nosmiro Mabaso, there is Nontle Lulu, Nozenzo Gama, Sevenere, Tuberi Fletamini, Simpiwe, Matsebura, Spelele, Banda, Segelo, Ngwenya, Specific Nombiro Masego. There is also Zwakele Dlamini, the first starting 11 for the Eswatini side. In terms of what you've seen so far, Melusi, I think the South African side, the offenses, the attack, now they have actually gained their first corner of the encounter. Are they in for a serious game? Wow, that's a well defense by the Eswatini side.
Fab, ngikusibuka nayo timing tackle leceza kushaya ngizwakele. Kithi simaswati sikhomba kwahlonipha ema-South Africans kakhulu. We are allowing them to play ibhola nje sinome kanjani. We are trying to close down those spaces, but in terms of si physical.
Zoe October, that is the corner kick, quickly on the head, but nothing to worry. The Eswatini goalkeeper there, that is Ngometulu, the Eswatini goalkeeper. It's another corner kick for South Africa. It's going to be taken by the number 11, that is Legato Maitane. The number 11, one of the players playing in the Hollywood Ladies League. Let's see, on the left foot cross, a second corner kick of this encounter. Oh, that's a non-goal, but net side net. One would have said it was probably in the net. Now they're going to get a third corner for the encounter. Going to be taken by Legato, the number 11. Legato looking to threaten this sort inside the box head, but the defense, there was a bit of commotion in the box, but the ref decided to say, let's release it. Melusi, let's talk about the defense, including the captain. What's your take? Are they doing what they're supposed to be doing in the first 6 minutes of this encounter?
Manje Fabrice basadlala kahle, Maswata sadlala kahle, but lenkhala ngako is the confidence in them. Isithandza kulapsa basa bahlonipha kakhulu beSouth Africa. Ezashito coach ukuthi sivamise ukuqala on a slow pace, but as inangizana iqhubeka igame, we pick up the pace, we try to match their standard. But kuloku nje sifuna ukudlala ngematches endlini yachana.
Of course, Melusi has got so many figure of speech. So when he used those words, coach is in a jubilant moment right here. And the coach, let's just into the technical side of things. Maybe is it an issue of physicality so far that we're struggling with as Eswatini? 7 minutes have come and gone. Are we struggling with physicality in terms of Eswatini?
Fabrice, so far so good for Eswatini. But then ke lokhona sinalo kuba nervous and the girl child nakathi wetfukile usho kona lokho nje lapha nje lokusibulalako most of these girls banalo kuba nervous bethukile vele ukuthi South Africa ngabe sidabathini but then immediately siphuma kulelo kona lelo but awudlala because if you cannot combine ama passes lang 2-3 it means wena utawumaka ize yophela le game of which ngeke kwendeke batakela baspanchile if kutawuba kanjalo but nje looking at it kuthi ngakuthi mashiyane sithi to calm down and ema nerves ethu abe ku level le kahle bese sesiyakhona kudlala lesikujwayele. Otherwise when it's not bad yet, and to me they are not looking bad ngalendlela mhlambe lebe singabacabanga ngayo, meaning we can do something now.
All right, coach, that is the South African side now to take the corner kick. See the number 7 for South Africa, that is Kwezi Koza, alongside the number 6, that is Zoe October. Kwezi crossing the box, that's the fourth corner of the encounter. Well defended there by Eswatini. See if there's anything to worry. 9 minutes have come and gone, nothing yet in the opposition box. Number 14, Leander. And for South Africa, Castillo, playmaker number 10, Katlego. Katlego gives to Legato. Well displayed by Eswatini's number 5. That is Zwagele Dlamini, one of the talented players we have in the country. In terms of the youngsters, under the girls' football, Zwagele say so far standing firm next to number 17 of South Africa. Trying to ensure that the defense isn't taken down. It's a chance for Eswatini now to try and get into the opposition box, but well defended, goes to goalkeeper Cassie Kim Gordon. Number 9. Oh, let's see. South Africa have lost the ball quickly. It's a nice build-up by Eswatini, but what a try, what a chance, what a try. Coach, I want you to take me through that. That was number 2, Spelere rather, Angel Mbanza, interchanging with the number 2, that is Sebenele Dlamini. Did you like that, Coach?
Very, very well. They did very well. Unfortunately, she couldn't wait. The pass yakhe kahle, this number 9, especially manje sengikhohlele isibongo, especially Maseko. She couldn't combine well.
All right, South Africa, what a chance. That is well defended by the goalkeeper. What a move, what a decision to come out. But I'll tell you what, the number 11 is one to be watched. The South African side, that is Legato. what a chance to try and open the score within the first 11 of this encounter. But the well executed, good decision, coach, for the goalkeeper to come out.
Exactly. That is why she's in the starting 11, and also she's amongst those goalkeepers who's immediately they finish here. He's scored a call up. He's part of the senior team. He's also a goalkeeper for Interladies and the first choice goalkeeper for that team. She's doing well. So 1v1, like we've seen, Village is gonna be a hard nut to crack. But then it doesn't mean we have to expose because he's good. Obviously,
you heard it yourself. That is the coach Bongani already making the selection. Look at that. Lerato coming close, but look at the decision of the goalkeeper to come out. Well positioned, coach. Before I go to Melos, take us through the way she came out in terms of just making sure that there was no room for Lerato to move.
La when lindelo lapha umvalele endle wayinciphisa by coming out ngoba the more you go inside the field usukunciphisa lelipali so wente kahle kakhulu lokho such that Lerato uhlulekile kusibona lesikhala bazama ukuyikhipha enyaweni takhe kanti vele uyigadzile naye.
Now the other player to monitor is Kwezi Koza, the number 7 of South Africa, and Thomas have it that is one of the players being monitored by the senior national team Banyana. And I would have to hear what Melusi Sofa has thought about this performance, Lerato, but that's the defense of Eswatini, making sure that nothing changes. Melusi, I would want to hear your comments so far in terms of what you've noted, but I would say we've only had maybe one chance, but it wasn't clear. But talk about the defense of Eswatini, headed by, of course, one of our key players there, the likes of Londia. Have you been impressed with what you've seen so far?
So far so good, Fabrice, but ngikhala ngalokuthi sihle sivula tikhala kakhulu lawo ma pocket spaces leswavulako bayakhona kusikhuthuza aba South Africa bayakhona kudlala through those pocket spaces, meaning you saw the chance le pass le vele yaphula amafastela yaseSwatini bebe ngumdlalo ohlakaniphile, could have dribbled the goalkeeper, but credit goes to our goalkeeper for making his body bigger and better.
Rato, say coach, Rato really is being a problem, but love so far the job being done by Zwagele, the number 5 Eswatini. Zwagele Dlamini, quite very focused, leading so perfectly. The team now, South Africa have quickly proceeded with the throw. Trying to cross, but it's another throw. So far they've got 4 corner kicks in 14 minutes rather. That should tell you the intensity of this encounter. It's a throw for South Africa again. Let's see. Sana. Now it's back to the South African. Goes to goalkeeper Kessie. Kessie going to give it the number 3, but changes the side, gives it to the number 4. There, that is Ndando. Ndando loses the ball. Eswatini, could this be a chance? Let's see. His center take a shot, well blocked by the number 3 Segelo Mhlanga, but it was a chance for once again Eswatini maybe to make an early mark in this encounter. South Africa are already on the move, led by their goalkeeper Zoe October. But once again Swagele Dlamini showing strength at the back. Another throw quickly for South Africa. The game now, I would say, is moving so fast. They have probably got now more than 7 throws since we started this encounter. This is the chance I'm referring to with number 6, that is Segelo Ngwenya, taking a shot, but well blocked. And there was a chance, coach. Better, much better.
Yes, much better from number 10, Lindiwe Dlamini. If the South Africans at time Tata kancane, Tawa Limata, she's leathery, she's very good. Now kapele ma South Africans like ngisho ngenteka akubhatalele lo uyingoti kakhulu umfana lo kakhulu.
Now South Africans have taken the corner quickly. That is the number 7. I was talking about Koza. Oh, header! Oh, what a chance! What a chance! What a clinical chance by the number 17 of the South African side. That is Bonolo Mokoma. Takes a cross, Koza gets Bonolo Mokoma head, but just wide. Ooh. It's really unlucky in that position. Should be in the back of the net, coach, referring to the positioning. She's a player to monitor as well.
She's supposed to have just break that one. That was a clear chance. I don't know why she decided not to punish Eswatini. That was a free header. Just to redirect the ball only. That was what she was supposed to do. Otherwise, well timed weight cross from the right hand side of the pitch.
The number 14 for South Africa, that is Luyanda Mashilo. Luyanda Mashilo giving it a try with that shot, but couldn't really do much. Now, if you're watching this game, I would say so far, Eswatini, they haven't been the better team, but there were signs of saying it could be their day as well. Now, beautiful interchange in that midfield. Eswatini now, but Luyanda now in control of the ball. Gets Rato. Eswatini gets the ball again. Now, it's backing the defense of the South African side. Beautiful interchange now with the number 4 Ndando. Gets the number 9. There is Samkero gets back. Number 4, let's get to number 3. That's Mhlanga. Skelelwa Mhlanga. Looking for anyone in the box, but there's some miscommunication between the number 17 right there. I'll say what a beautiful build-up in terms of how they read the game, the consistency, and really being a threat to this Eswatini defense. Just a reminder that these are under-20 World Cup qualifiers, so the finals will be held in Poland next year. So players like Kwezi Koza for South Africa, number 7, they will want to see the opportunity. For Eswatini also, why not? Zwagere Lamini amongst the players to watch now. This could be a dangerous free kick for South Africa, but in favor of Eswatini, if they are to take this properly. Now, coach, is this an issue of maybe practicing set pieces? Do you need set piece practice here as far as Eswatini is concerned?
Yes, we do need, but I've confidence in Betusile, our captain. Ukuthi angasendela kahle ethimini yakhe la idlalela kweManzini Wanderers uvamile kuwashaya amabhola lanjena and abayingoti kakhulu.
Betusile, oh, what a chance. Well handled by Casey. Now, that is the first opportunity by the Eswatini side. Now, let's see Rato. Rato on the move. Rato looking for anyone in the front, but well defended by, Dlamini Zwagere. Looking for anyone in the defense, but Casey, the goalkeeper, comfortably so, releases the ball. Merusi, listening and watching attentively, what's your take on the game?
So far, so
with
good.
this chance.
With this chance, it's a half chance for us, but we shy kahle mathonsi. Ngiva ngathi bekufune abese ufuna somebody inside the box, apick somebody lona enhloko. Asikakhoni ke kungetha inombolo, siyawushaya igoli. But sisadlala kahle seMaswati. Credit goes to South Africa for taking the game into Maswati. Baphume ngetinkani tonke. It's more like badlala ekhaya. But much more confident, much more fluid, much more comfortable on the ball than we have ever thought.
Oh, that is the South African side. Let's see if there's a chance. We're looking now the number 17. We talked about how it could be a threat today. That is Mokoma. It's a chance. Well defended. That is Koza being a threat. Goalkeeper well defended. We'll get back to that once again, coach. How good was that save? But South Africa is still threatening to get a box. It's a throw. What a chance. What a chance.
Disappointed in what Matonsi did. It was very easy to let the striker go. Kalula nje kanjalo angakasiniketi. Just a tough time. 70 especially lapha our left back lapha. Kakhulu bese konakele. Because the goalkeeper was well beaten.
Oh, so here now it's a corner for South Africa. 5th corner of the encounter. Here, South Africa have already enjoyed 5 corners so far. And of course, you have to also mention that Eswatini will just have seen glimpses of better performance. What a chance. Now, South Africa, they have got corner kick. It's back in the defense. Were released by the number 3, that is Mhlanga. Looking for anyone in front, Koza, but she's been confirmed to be in an offside position. So, 21 minutes so far played here at the National Stadium, Somplo National Stadium. It is Eswatini 0, South Africa 0. Tell you, there were chances that we've enjoyed so far in as far as South Africa is concerned. But once again, we'll have to get back to this. This crosses, coach, at some point, it will be dangerous if the likes of Koza, the number 7, are always left in the offside position.
Liqiniso Fabrice uma singeke siwanake lawa lamabhola lama switch plays la indeka la sitawulimala because kunana sibona labasi blind side play lele idlalwa eSouth Africa of which nasingakayinaki sitaba nenkingi. We should be focused. There's our center backs kufuna babe nako lokuba controller laba abadlala ama full backs bakhona lokwathi siba baphikile noma kutohlele kuvalekile ngaso sonke isikhathi kuvaleke lama channels tokhona kuba safe.
All right, like the confidence of Zwagele, that is one of the key defenders. Melusi, what's your take on that? Because I think the confidence in that, let's move front. Is it a chance for Eswatini? But that is the number 11 there. But beautiful performance so far by the likes of Ndoguhle Mbuisa. But would you say, Melusi, there's a chance that maybe we could have a better first half? Now, Eswatini crossing the box, who is there? But well defended by South Africa. It's another shot, but nothing to worry. Goalkeeper Casey, wonderful play, wonderful play. Goalkeeper Casey, who's the captain, she should be careful. This could be in the back of the net and in time.
Wonderful play from eMaswati. Ngawuphinze kuma emagama na coach ethi sivamise kucala kabi. Sivamise kucala at low pace but bese nasesinyuka nale game tempo siyaye up. So from what I've seen eMaswati ngiyalusekathatha igame ayibuyisele emuva eSouth Africa. Athi phela ngeke ukuthi singadliwa ekhaya. You look at that half chance. Should have done better but unlucky. So if we continue creating these opportunities like this, sitawukora noma kanjani.
Now, talking about opportunities, we've already hit the half more of the first half, but some of the players really, it's getting to be a tough time in terms of the expectation. Looking at the number 10 for Eswatini, Lindu Mhlobiso Dlamini. Now South Africa, there goes Mhlanga. This is the ball. To the number 4, that is Ndando. Guess the number 9, that is Samgelo. Beautiful build up. Now that is South Africa. Whoa, back in the net. That's a beautiful performance by Bonolo Mokoma. That's a beautiful finisher by Bonolo Mokoma, the number 17. It was coming. That belt, that partnership, just was the celebration. They know how to do this. Quite fantastic. She's leading them into the celebration. What a performance. Beautiful positioning. And the question is, how did they lose it? How did the defense? Now, in terms of numbers, it's a beautiful ball coming from number 9, Samgelo, finding the beautiful positioned Bonolo Mukoma. Bang, bang, back in the net. Coach, your take.
Lapha sibone i-attack lepithe eMaswati like 3 lathi zakele inclusive lapha wase sekubamelula ke la kuMethonsi wangabi quick enough kuvala lesikhala. Otherwise it could have been easily blocked or just channeled the player out of sight elipali angaliboni elipali, but nje angathi why amlethe aqhubeke. Yes, it was an on here weaker foot bethu lapha, but nje ngawumpusha wamphushela eceleni. And then lokunye maybe how I wish bangabe bangena ngemandi emadvolweni, because like ngishito ukuthi manje abanalo kuba weak mentally, so they need to be motivated nje la kusho it's not the end of the day abaqhubeke bafight sengapheli lutho. They are not playing bad, it's just they conceded a goal kuphela.
It's another opportunity that is Oh, wow. Goalkeeper deciding now to come out early on time this time around. The Eswatini goalkeeper, number 16. Have you been impressed with the performance by the goalkeeper, Melusi, so far? Besides conceding that goal from the South African, number 17, Bonolo Mokoma. What a bench they have.
Yeah, quality over quantity by South Africa. Coming back to your question, I'm very, very impressed ngaye. But look, short ngaye, inzaba communication. Kufune akhone communicator nema defenders akhe. Because el goal lela lingene nje, it was lapse of communication and lapse in concentration. That is what led to the goal. Because if keeper ukhulumile ukuthi yathi cover zwakele stay behind, beng kumbe besingeke silithole nangzana. Matsamba khashana.
All right, they could be based locally, or they could be the supporters of the visiting side here. That is the South African side. Okay, see, maybe with a good partnership with the defense number 3, Klanga, and number 4, Ndando. The goal scorer Bonolo maybe giving a hard time to the defense of Betusile Matonsi. It's going to be some tough work here between the two sides, but one would say it's going to be a quite very difficult encounter. Imagining the situation, maybe Eswatini was to take a lead prior to the end of this first half, could change the story in the second half. But so far, 27 minutes have come and gone in the second free kick. Now there is coach Atwell Lulu standing on his feet saying, what can I do to change things? Coach, what could be going through his mind right now?
Because if you concede against a team lebe vele unako ukuthi hey labantu laba angibethembi bese soba like ngenyuke ngingithe inombolo noma ngibuke ukuthi ngamaka kahle kanjani, but then I'm just hoping ukuthi uyalungisa umuntu omdala lapha utasilungisela kutawulunga.
Beautiful free kick taken by Eswatini. Now ball in possession of the South Africans. It's a beautiful play there. Oh, beautiful play by the number 11 there of the South African side. I've talked about Lerato. It's a very key player. Now, talking about key players to watch, there's also members of the public who've come in their numbers, well equipped with their outfits in terms of temperatures getting lower here under the Lobamba area. So number 11, that is Lerato for South Africa, someone to watch. Number 17, the goal scorer, Bonolo Mokoma, someone to watch. Number 7 for South Africa, that is Kwezikoza, someone to watch. So, and number 9, Samgelo, also another figure that is quite a problem. And Kessi, the goalkeeper, the confidence also he gets from the number 3, Segelo Planga, and the number 4, Ndando of the South African side. Now, it's a chance for them to enter the box. Koza teasing, gets away October. Koza gets across, but Captain teasing, but it's well protected by the Eswatini side. Let's see how this story gets cooked. Zoe brings it in the box, find Bonolo. Well defended by Eswatini. And back here in the defense of South Africa. Now, we've hit the half-hour mark of this encounter. 30 minutes have been played and gone. And South Africa, tell you what, they have that lead that they fought so hard to get. Melusi, it's been a game so far.
Yeah, it's been a game so far, but lenguna gile Fabrice siyamaka bayasimakisa lapha South Africa. We are seemingly not getting it out of our shell. Imbela le ndlela lesimaka ngayo akusiyo lethandzekako, iyafrustrateana. Eziyashito coach ukuthi umfana wentombatana ufrustratewa yinvo lelibele, usheshe nema emotions akhe asheshe aphakame. So if iSouth Africa itaqhubeka iSpanish ngendlela leSpanisha ngayo, lokuthola isigijimisa we are bound to maybe concede another goal. But so far so good. So far so good. They are keeping it tight in the middle of the park by Eswatini. But when that was difficult for South Africa to penetrate. But look, it's just the communication between Bona, Nema midfielder, between defense and the midfielders, Iole team. And then try to add the Matinombolo Nangapes attacker because Lindy is lonely up front. Good umvulum support.
See if the South Africans are looking to threaten the Eswatini side again now. Bonoro cross from Rerato, but South Africa now on the front foot. Oh, beautiful play by Eswatini. Coming to what Melos just alluded on, Indiwe being in front by herself isn't really serving much of a purpose. The question is, coach, how would you solve this equation if you are to get back into the game? Now, that is Coach Nombuso Kumalo from the Republic of South Africa. She knows what she's doing. She knows that anything from here, they stand a chance to proceed to the next stage and probably at some point get a chance. Oh, look at the skill there from Coach Nombuso Kumalo. It's a throw quickly taken by South Africa. It's going to be in action. That is Bonolo interchanging with Lerato. Lerato takes the cross in the box, and it's a chance for goalkeeper, but confident enough, she was able to let it go. Now, some warm-ups are being carried on outside the box. Coach, how do you solve this equation? The question stands.
Thank you, Fabrice. Look, khona la lekuthi ngakuthi coach waseSwatini angak-address ukuthi we are not prepared to play thina lamuhla ngathi nje stomaka kuphela of which ngeke sikukhone ke lokho ize iyophela le game. If ungasina singazama lokho kwakombana lama passes 1 or 2 3 or 4 ukhona lesingakufola than to just go ngema clearances lamathe la khandle kusi away-ward nawo nakunje nyalo ngosami kude lo makako you are punished again.
Wow. What a beautiful finish by the number 17. A player to watch, that is Bonolo Mokoma. What a finish, what a strike. Wow. Quality over quantity, like Mero like saying. Coach, what a finish. They are taking them to bed.
Yes, you need to punish. The Maswati Sakala Lokuba Yegeda inside the box and the Batful Tuba, the Kushaya without any pressure, of which we are Slimatananya Logical Colin, Bebang 3 Maswati, they could have easily closed down the striker. So Usmela Gadiga. In addition, Gulenzaba would see. We can do in position but so far we're just kicking the balls forward only for South Africa to take the ball back to us. So this number 17 Vele is giving us a problem.
Now Bonolo Mokoma, only aged 17 years old. Can you imagine? Now she's being considered already to move from here and go play for the national team, Banyana. So the performance says it all. Of course, the quality she possesses as one of the key side player, Bonoro Mokoma. And if you are to browse through the headlines in the Republic of South Africa, she's amongst the youngsters being talked about by the coach of Banyana, Coach Desire Ellis. Getting a call up, of course, is not a mistake. As the number 7, Bonoro Mokoma. Now, 2 goals under her belt so far. See if this could be a day, maybe, where she takes the country to the next stage. Quickly taking that foul. South Africa has built up Zoe. Zoe gets Ndando. Of course, we've got the number 13 also present right there. Now, beautiful play. Let's see if this is a chance for South Africa to get a 3rd goal of the encounter. Oh, but well blocked there. And that is probably the 8th corner of this encounter. Yes, it is the 8th corner. Coach Atul Lulu has got questions to answer. Just trying to brainstorm with the technical bench. Coach, nice idea to block that ball, because anything to go by, it could have caused the danger in the box.
True Fabrice, but into khona lesikubonako le communication lapha kulama center backs lang2 which is Betusile and Zwakele iyasilimata kakhulu, because instead of them commanding bantu ukuthi ba pick, but kanza bona seba qolela lokuyomaka bona, of which akusebenteli, because even in this ball that was crossed kuyetriwe bantu and lo muntu waphinzwa waqhubeka wayicross, naleli goal esiliconsidile bekumaka triwe bantu but kude lababuye nabo, of which to me nivho ngathi they need to up their communication, uphikeke ngesikhathi bese kuyamaka kungamaki like uyoma nje kuphela.
Technique. That was beautiful. That was really well executed by the 17-year-old. That is Bonolo Mokoma. Really talented at its best. Let's see. It's a throw for Eswatini. Number 9, Samgelo Guamanda of Banyana. Youngsters of Banyana, of course. It's a foul being given to Eswatini. And you see, really, your lack of intervention, but just being quiet is worrying me. Have you been upset by the current situation being unfolding here at the Somplo National Stadium? Or you just browsing through what's happening at the Somplo National Stadium? Now, quickly, Koza enters the box. Koza crossing the box, but well defended by Betusile. Was that a penalty? We'll get back to that, but well cleared in the box there. But tough job for Betusile in that moment, but Koza was a threat. Look at that. Taking over the defense. There is Lerato by herself rather, and then well cleared by the Betusile. So what's your take, Melusi?
Yeah, Fabrice, I'm not that quiet. Ngiyakuva using quiet. Bengisavumela umceceshi ukuthi naye athathe lithuba analyze. So far siyamaka angifuni ukuyenga, and we are depending on counter breaks. Now start udlala ngema counter breaks. We need to add ama numbers up front. Secondly, indaba ye communication ngeke ngakhuluma ngayo, because these South Africans, they are much more sharper and much more faster ngale bola when it comes to transition from attack to defense. Bangilabahle kakhulu ngale limi labo bathi bamnandi. So we cannot match them when going gibo. Lingakusho ngithi bozwakele na matons emuva. They should just communicate because okay, who's speaking and who's staying behind to mark. That's the only way we can match them.
There's a lot of questions that he's probably asking himself. Coach Atul Dludlu having a light conversation with one of the key players of the Eswatini side, saying, just change things in that midfield. Try to be composed and avoid any mistakes now. Quickly, Eswatini trying their best, but not enough to. Oh, there's a chance. That is Lerato on the move. Now entering the box, Lerato. That is a Zwakele. Well blocked. Beautiful. That's a block of first century. But we'll say what a block it was.
Timing technically. Talk about experience. Usemncane ke lo mfana lo na ufunza la St Mary's. She's somebody, she's doing ananga kumbula kahle, she's doing from 4. Very clever. She's also versatile because uyakhona kudlala number 5, akhona futhi nekudlala on the wing.
Now, let's look at the corner number 10. Katlego taking the corner for the South Africa. Beg your pardon, corner number 8 rather. Now, Katlego with that 8th corner of this encounter. Header, well protected by the goalkeeper, but loses the ball in the air. And in her defense, of course, the ref had to come to the rescue. And some medical assistance will be needed after that confrontation when she was jumping for the ball. Now, 5 minutes away from the conclusion of the first 45 minutes. That is the 8th corner by Katlego. And goalkeeper jumps in the air. Well, but she couldn't really get the ball. I always have that question, coach. Why jump if you're not sure that you get the ball? Why make a move if you're not sure, 100% sure that you will maintain the ball in your hands?
Loku mphosa ke le keeper wethu lapho ukuthi atame kuyibamba le bhola only to discover ukuthi ayisabambeki bese soyayipusha. She should have decided once ukuthi ngiyayindlulisa because vele une class of players eceleni kwakhe. So ube liphutha lokhu afustele kuyibamba only to let it go. Sikabonile lokhu sekulate. Of which ke utasilimata ke nakathi awuyibamba kanjalo. Le nje bekufunana ayendlulise to the other side. Athi le attack ngiyayibona iqhamuka on the left, ayimani iqhamuka kule side, not to try kuyibamba. And also ke nale confidence phela such balls niyola kubuyisa egameni. So if you give yourself a good jump, you are the only player wena lodlala ngetandla lapha. So if utawuzuba kamnanzi uyibambe, you are saying to yourself, wow, I can do it. Bese ke sekuyakusita ke going forward.
Coach Nombuso Khumalo of South Africa still still dishing out instructions. Even though so far the game is in her favor, she still feels like there's more work to be done. If now clears the ball, that is Betusile Matonsi, the captain, but quickly it lends to Lerato. 3 minutes away from the conclusion of the first half. Quickly Zoe gets Bonolo. Oh, beautiful play by the two. Zoe takes a shot, but that was quite wide. There was a deflection, maybe, Melusi. Was that supposed to be a corner? But one really disagree with the decision by the referee.
Perfect refereeing. Sipinze sibuya sikhuluma naye indzawo yaZoe lenge ngamention before. A player to watch, very skillful. Now while the technique yakhe indlela ayishaya ngayo le bhola bekafuna kuyikhela, but unfortunately le body language le ndlela avuse ngalo mtimba bekufuna uhlale uku shape wakhetha kusebenzisa i-N shape. So vele if usebenzisa i-N shape le bhola will take another twist.
Now it's a throw for Eswatini. Now concluding the first half, Eswatini is still leading 2 goals. Rather, South Africa, not Eswatini. South Africa leading 2-0. South Africa came into the game with so much confidence. Now, quickly, what a held back by the number 17, Bonolo. Player to watch, a player to monitor. She's quite dangerous to the defense. Quickly, now, gets to Rato. That should be really a free kick for South Africa. Dangerous play, but in the defense of her country, Neledi Ngosi avoiding that challenge from South Africa, especially Lerato. Now, once again, oh, this was supposed probably to be a card, but she got away with it. That is the number 19 of Eswatini, Nozenzo Gama, against the South African also Nadeti. Now, it's a cross in the box, but the goalkeeper came on time. Now, a couple of seconds away from the official 45 minutes before getting to the added time. And one would say, Coach, who's had a better share of the cake? Of course, South Africa.
So far, South Africa is dominating. Yes, dominator is Swazis, and the solo as I believe by this time, that is to say, we know exactly what South Africa brings to us. So, because kuyimaga noma iyakho akungeke usebenzele because nalokho nawubuka sibandile sishayako kakhulu and you fail to understand ukuthi sishayela abantu ngoba uke washo umnaketfu lakho ukuthi uyedwa phela lindiwe le embili so na utayiphampela uyipampelena ayedwa ngeke usithi kanti nasingeta ngekubuilda kade sicombine those passes kwale singakuthola.
An additional minute of 2 minutes has been added on. 2 minutes before we conclude the first 45 minutes. South Africa have got 1 foot into the probably next round. Not to say that if they win here, they go straight to the World Cup. No, that's not the case. Still some couple of matches to play. These are qualifiers, so it doesn't end here. goalkeeper has some tough decision to make in the second half. Confidence-wise, she was perfect in the first 20 minutes before she conceded the first goal. The question is, then what went wrong? Now, South Africa can hope that maybe if it ends this way, they could go and regroup ahead of the next 45 minutes quickly. Well, blocked by Eswatini's number 8. There's a chance for South Africa. Oh, that's so close, but she's been declared in an offside position. Once again, it goes to what you said, Coach Melusi. If you keep allowing them to be in those small spaces, they will hurt you.
They'll truly hurt you. They'll truly hurt you. Because nanyalo sisabavulela and nalokushaya le bhola mina angu understand as coach asashito ukuthi let us play those 1-2s. Combine very well. See what we have in store for us. But soloku siyayishaya. End of the first half.
There was a chance really spot on by the referee. She was really caused the number 7 in an offside position. Now that brings us to the end of the first 45 minutes here at the Somplo National Stadium. It is South Africa 2, the visitors, Eswatini at home 0. What a performance has been displayed by the South African side. What do we have to talk about? The 2 goals scored by this girl, only 17, wearing number 17, and of course she's been hard to catch. She scored 2 goals, and it is what South Africa is relying on right now. And of course, ideas will be shared in the next 15 minutes. For Lihle, she has some work to be working on in the second half, and Eswatini maybe in partnership, of course, with the goalkeeper. Once again, taking a look at what Bono did. Melusi, wow, this is beauty at its best. Quickly take me through this goal. What did you notice?
Lapse in concentration and lapse in communication in that goal.
And then the second one, technique. Bam.
Technique, brilliant, and again, it's lapse in concentration and lapse in communication between the number 5 was Eswatini and number 4 was Eswatini. But credit goes to Bonololo. What a player. Technique, brilliant. Execution, lovely. Imnandi Lendwan.
All right, that is how the team now takes a break. That is Fabrice Musonera, your host for the commentary this afternoon here at the Somplo National Stadium, alongside coach of the national team, Mhlegazi Bongani and Melusi Skosana. We take a break for the next 15 minutes. When we come back, Eswatini once again against South Africa. It is South Africa so far 2, Eswatini 0.
Welcome to the ultimate guide to your weekend entertainment. Get ready to groove with us as we bring you the hottest music videos and exclusive interviews with your favorite celebrities. Experience fresh music videos from new releases, underground sensations, and emerging talent. Whether you're hip-hop, amapiano, or afro, we've got something for everyone.
And if you've missed out on any of the excitement, don't worry, we've got you covered. Join us for an electrifying journey through the music scene. Relive the magic and get inspired for your next weekend adventure.
busy ngiyatibuta, busy ngiyatipenya, bonke kwami kuyakhalela.
So tune into This Week at Eswatini for your weekly dose of music, entertainment, and unforgettable experience. Get ready to groove because the weekend starts here.
You got me stuck on you.
Come on, it's a simple song. Sing with me. Say,
you got me stuck on you.
Be sure to catch Business Watch every Wednesday between 2 p.m. to 3 p.m., where we feature the latest updates on business news, market trends, and exclusive interviews with industry leaders, as well as insights on emerging small and medium enterprises in the commercial sector. Business Watch, your business leader.
The Platform, your front row to elite perspective. A show featuring real conversations that lead to real growth and impact. About 4 young professionals sit at the table with a champion, an industry leader who's walked the path and is ready to share the blueprint. From bold questions to breakthrough moments, The Platform creates a space for mentorship and practical guidance to help you move your career forward.
If you cannot look after the resources that come your way, you will stay perennially poor. And money usually takes the character of the hand on which it's at. If it's a reckless hand, it lacks custodianship and stewardship. Money will always disappear. I don't care how successful you are.
Something has got to shift and change from the space of the leader. Whether you're sitting as a manager in a corporate or you're sitting as an official in a government space, these young people are counting on you to help them create an environment that is conducive for their dreams, their goals, and their aspirations.
My key takeaways are it's okay to start small and to focus on where you are.
The impact that this show had on me today is, again, just expanding my perspective on how business works from different voices.
Giving you a limelight to say, you can be the best that you can be, regardless of your humble beginnings. I come from Mafutula, and today I am here, and I'm proud to share my story.
Catch The Platform, a breakfast with a champion, Thursdays at 8 p.m., only on Eswatini TV.
I know.
It's risky, but I've done it several times.
Guys, bafana bebola barong.
Agiwa kakhona. Machari yakhona basafaka snake neokope babele.
But my friends can go to hell.
To this day, I've never seen that man.
You don't know him like I do. I know it's petty.
I don't know what it is, but I can jump. Well, okay, yes, I've seen handcuffs where they were not supposed to be.
Welcome to your #1 show. It is Mind Over Matter.
Taking care of your body is very, very important. Join our compassionate host and team of experts as they delve into crucial mental health issues and unlock your inner strength.
They come identifying, in a negative light.
Mind Over Matter, Fridays at 9 p.m. on Eswatini TV. Sibuko semaswati.
Imagine being part of a journey that uncovers the beauty of untold stories. Get ready to be part of something epic. You don't want to be left out, and you definitely don't want to miss out. Join the journey of uncovering untold stories through art, words, and hands. O-U-T out. Well, that's poetry. Poetry. Don't blink or you'll miss it. Every Monday, 6:30 p.m. Screens on, eyes glued.
Now we've returned for the preparations of the second half here at the Somklo National Stadium. Is Eswatini hosting South Africa for the FIFA World Cup Under-20 Women Qualifiers 2026, with the finals, of course, to be held in Poland. Quick one, medal stats: South Africa, Eswatini, shots on target 8-3. That's a huge difference.
It's a huge difference. It shows that South Africans they are dominant kids. Sibuka nalama shots at goals. Kusiko lekungathi kuyathusa dominance yawo. Shots two on goal, and it's 2 goals.
Coach, I know as a coach, this is where you read into it tactically and technically. Let's avoid the offside positions and corners. Let's get into the shots and ball possession. What's your take, coach? How far have we dropped as a country?
Fabrice, looking at the stats, they speak volumes of what is happening in the pitch. Yabonagala, like Sakashete Melusi would see total shots for South Africa is 8 versus 3 for Brazil. And then we've got shots on goal. They've got 2, which is equal to 2 goals. And then we have none. And then when we come to the possession, unfortunately, siyayikhathela vele sayishaya kanti singakhona lokuyidlala and bajabule bantu. What I understand with a ball possession team, or like
with this lineup, of course,
like South Africa is, if emulate and copy what they are doing, bring the ball down on the floor, say pass 2 or 3,
coach,
of which
the lineup, what's your take?
Good lineup. Sakuthi ngilenza communication lesikhulume ngayo la kulama center backs la, of which we have got just 20 between the matons and Zwakele. They need to do a little bit of communicator with the Segelongwenya on the left as a left back, nanga right back. Because balabashaki go lenza yema blind side plays from nama forwards la kwezi cause as striker na Bonono, the 2-goal hero, and also for this chase 11 in the middle of the park. Always is offensive. We have Rasavela. We also have Nanya 6 Zoe doing very well now up in Katzin, putting those balls behind our defense versus a chase, of which logo win good because we're not as pace as them. But then credit to the defender Lemu Zwakele, she's trying. Sabuthi nje ngilomdlali longakhona kahle lo communicator lokusafuna bo coach bamsite kuko. She will make a very good player in the future.
A couple of chances we monitored in the first half, and it is South Africa leading the rest. That is Memphis Rerato, the number 11, in the highlights earlier on. There's a chance for the likes of Lindy also taking a shot, but was blocked. But cause with this cross, coach, Bonolo, it was coming. But we talk about also Betusile getting this free kick in the hands of Casey. But I think the moment that everyone wants to talk about maybe, it's when things started to get a different twist. This Koza, but they was on offside position. But then Koza at some point will trouble the defense of Eswatini. Beautiful cross, well defended, and nothing really much to threaten the South African defense. But nearly troubled Casey. But this coach, technique and efficiency.
With this one, ngiyakhala kakhulu ngale communication. Now we have 3 players, including Zwagele, as a centre back, of which she was supposed to be the last one to attack that one. Wabekungakapheleli-ke nanginabethu naye asampheleketela umuntu angasasonzeli phela umonisa kusangatfoli kubona libali because bekulula bekasesayidini lapha njengompushela eceleni ngabe sikhuluma lenye indzaba. Then with this one, a brilliant technique from the striker, muhle kakhulu kubonakele bashaye njengevulavala lelula waqetha bang-3 nako lokudisappointa lo sekuthi nalobona ukuthi nangivimbe ngalake mina mhlambe khona singakufuni.
Now we're getting ready to the preparations of the second half. No changes have been mentioned so far from the two sides. So the Zwagele is saying let's do better in the second half. Expectations are high for the girls. They need to change things. Merusi, on your side, what are you looking forward to, especially in the second half?
Fabrice, let's take the game to South Africa, knock the ball around. If bangakela kuyishaya bamfana and play ibola, then they can play. So for now, basayishaya babuyela kule strategy sabo sekuyishaya. Meaning they are bafuna kunangzani kuzama ukuthi banga absorb i-pressure, but bathi bangela le pressure. In order to absorb i-pressure, thatha ibhola uyibeke phasi udlale ibhola baphaselane batagcina bafikile lapha epaleni.
Here's the South Africa now so far in the first seconds of the second half. Remember, Eswatini TV bringing you this live broadcast. So if you have a chance to watch it at home, put your screw channel on. The game is coming to you live. But if you're on the move, of course, a live stream on the Eswatini TV YouTube channel is where you can catch the ongoing events here at the Somplo National Stadium. Zoe gets across Koza in front of the goalkeeper, but so wide, nothing to worry the goalkeeper. Now, coach, this is how they move so swiftly, and this is what they do. By the time you start undermining them, they could hurt you.
Very true, Fabrice. They could hurt because as a wing player, because that's where they dangerous. When I put wings and then bring in those crosses, the cross is disappointing. She could have done better in doing this one. But then cross the pillar. Otherwise, now ngabe yaphasi le bhola because sinalo lithola kuyithola sidlale kude lokungasehluli bata uquestion abantu immediately siyibeka nje phasi control amunye dribble amunye umuntu utayubona khona lokungendeki.
Confidence, of course, coming from Coach Bongani. I would say South Africa have really gained confidence after their lead in the first half. No changes so far from both sides. Now Katrejo controlling that midfield so perfectly. Let's see. This is a chance for Eswatini to get back into the game. Cassie with the defense. Now Koza gets Bonolo, but oh, beautiful play there by Zwagele. What a beautiful play. Confidence at its best. Trying the midfield of this South African side, really. That is Zoe October. Beautiful play. Gets Koza. Koza on the move. Koza teasing. Koza, but really beautiful play. Coach Busakumaro concerned that maybe should avoid conceding any goal in the early stages of the encounter. There was a confusion over the two balls in the field of play, so it has to be cleared. What's her frustration, coach?
Yeah, she seems to be frustrated because she's looking at preparing the game as early as possible. But then it's like the girls now are saying we are done. So they are playing Ishonjal.
Now it's a quick relief from the Eswatini defense. Let's see if there's a counter-attack that could happen. Wow, it's a chance. Ooh, Cassie coming out on time. Cassie coming out on time, and beautiful Costa. Oof, what a chip. That's a beautiful one. Speed, confidence, everything combined. She gets the ball again. But you see, what you call that? I mean, someone challenges you, but you don't hesitate. You keep on going. Talent from the young lady Costa.
Sikhuluma confidence. If you call that one, we call it confidence. We call it inangzani fighting spirit. Bukanyalo, it's a foul lepinze imuhle Khoza because ubese usebenzisa emandla. It shows ukuthi uyajima physically ufit because now tangila ngiwe. Upinze ngivuka. It shows ukuthi I am fit and he wants to take the game to Eswatini. Uyafuna kushaya lesithathu, bayalifuna lesithathu. In the way we are playing as eMaswati, it's not what we expected from them. We expected them to knock the ball around, take the game to South Africans, but seemingly we are still chasing shadows. But if we keep on chasing those shadows up, because they come via the wings and then we get them across. So we should try by all means to shut down the supply the wings.
Now, better play from the Eswatini side. Now it's back into the South African defense. That is Luyanda Mashilo, the number 14. Beautiful play. Cassie, the goalkeeper, happens also to be the team captain. See Nolo coming to fetch the ball from the back. Now South Africa, oh, there's Khoza, who is now becoming a threat, especially in this second half. Beautiful play by Khoza, but loses the ball, gets to Zoe October. Zoe October gets to the number 9, Samgelo. Samgelo and Zoe interchanging, but it's back to the defense. That is number 4, Ndando. Right back, playing with the center back, number 3, Sigelelwa Mhlanga. And on the other side, there is number 14, Luyanda Mashilo. Defense of the under-20 South Africa. For Eswatini, Alex of Betusile Matonsi, number 20, and number 5, Swagele Mini. Now, coach, are you calling for any possible changes from the bench? Anyone do you want to see maybe coming and making an impression in the second half?
I would love to see Snetemba Sugati there. The player from Sengizi, the youngster, doing very, very well. I expected her to start anyway, but it's their coach. It's the coach. She's very good on the ball. She could do something, especially up front, maybe as the number 10 position, not necessarily as the target person, but coming from behind, she could hurt you on a given day.
6 minutes in the second half been played, and nothing really is hurting this South African defense. Zwagele Flamini takes the shot, defended by number 9, that is Samgelo. Now Khoza gets the ball in the box, but well blocked by the Eswatini number 6, that is the Segelo Nguye. Now, that is the bench of the South African players, so we could see possible new faces in the upcoming minutes. Coach Nombuso saying that everyone deserves a chance in this squad. There she is. She's been quite frustrated in a couple of minutes. Things not going accordingly, of course. It was up to her Her side could be probably leading 5 goals if she's to rest and become right there. Beautiful play. The Eswatini side. South Africa getting their motivation from their recent performance of the national team. Banyana. Now they have it. Beautiful. There is a blocked, but coach, before I get to you, Melusi, coach, was that a chance that we shouldn't have wasted?
She failed kubuka ukuthi unabani eqeni kwakhe wacabanga ukukhahlela nje kuphela, and even the shot was not that of quality lesiyati kuye. She can really kick the ball that umfana lona shanje kahle kakhulu lokuthi akabi nekutina lokunaka ume kuphi unabani ngabe uyiphasile wayiphasala on the side. There was a player coming to assist the attack. Lokunye mhlambe lokubonakala vividly ukuthi thina we do go kuma jewels, but for the sake of going there, not to mark really kuthi kuvakala kusivele ngiyathi ngiyamaka. Ubona ngale ndlela abaye bashaye ngayo sikhona ukuthi awunjani manje ngoba besiyomaka vele.
Chance for the Eswatini with the first corner kick in the encounter. Just after 54 minutes, Coach Atwell Dludlu uploading the performance of the girls. Now first corner kick for Eswatini, just almost an hour to go. Now better see the team captain to take the corner kick. Manzini Wanderers led his team player rather. To see the takes a corner kick in the box. Well defended by goalkeeper KC of South Africa. KC making that jump.
Tough up. Beautiful corner kick. Beautiful corner kick from Eswatini party. Segabona ukuthi singakhona kudlala only if singakhona kuyiphasa le ball. I think that have chance le leader to into those corners. It shows ukuthi we are capable of doing it. We are capable of scoring. Let's see this corner. Beautiful set piece again. But ke lota ukucethela.
It's probably a counter attack for South Africa, but that's cause chance for Lerato. It's a throw for South Africa. Now that's the Eswatini bench. Melusi, any particular name you want to see?
I'd love to see the Sugar ticket. A partnership na Lindiwe. Both of those players are pacey. They can cause havoc. I think South Africa has gone to being more confident. They said we've shut down the game.
Chance that was. What a chance that was. Was that power behind the ball, coach? That is Bonolo again, which I think for me, coach, if nothing changes, she is the woman player of the match. So with that pass, look at the time, the technique. Poof. Ooh, wow. That's heavy. That's a chance and a half.
Indeed, she's doing very, very well. She is our woman of the match at the moment. But then again, it goes back to the communication problem that we have already emphasized. The communication is not that good. But we find that two girls going for the same ball, instead of one commanding the other one to go mark, and then maybe provide cover to assist in case there is a breakdown. Otherwise, now what we see, two players, one ball, they are beaten, then it's -2. So we have a problem. So they will need to work on the communication, especially with the center backs, Matos and the Zwageli.
Cause in the box, a chance. Beautiful. Ooh. That was close for Bonolo to make a hat-trick. That was a chance. She cannot believe it. Wow.
She celebrated before scoring. That was the problem. It normally happens like that. You score first, then celebrate. So in this moment in time, she just celebrated, say, wow, this is my goal. Before the ball was kicked, only to find it over the bar.
That was a chance. All she just needed was to touch it. Just touch it. Bonolo, the under 20 national team for South Africa, only 17-year-old. So you can imagine the future of the Stephenson players in her presence in the next 3 to 4 years. Now, Zoe. But, they have it. Some of the players have dropped from South Africa, Samgero amongst them. Now gets Koza. Cross Koza! What a chance for goalkeeper. Beautiful move. Coach, that's what you want to see. The timing of the goalkeeper, the decision to come out, that was marvelous.
Great stuff indeed, great stuff indeed. So Fabrice, she did very well. Although she needs to work on the understanding of these balls. Punch it away, not as close like it is now. Just push it away. Give it at least 10 meters away to say, hey, I'm taking the problem away from me. Otherwise, she did well. She's still learning, she's growing. We are happy about the performance.
Now it's a chance for Eswatini. Let's see. Just the number. He tried this specific now. Koza Bonolo in front of her. Oh, beautiful. I don't know if she was trying to avoid the ball, but it got in the way, or rather she got in the way. The decision of the referee stood. Now, what do we have here, Coach Bohani?
These are the officials and also the players who couldn't make it to the top 18. Those are the guys that were seeing. Wow.
Wow. That was a beautiful technique. That's a beautiful technique. That must be number 11, Mavis Lerato. Mavis Lerato with that curve technique. And Melusi is just on a smile. Melusi, that was exciting.
Brilliant execution. Didn't have much power on the ball. The technique, he just killed it. Ngakakhuluma ngesi-shape. Uyi-contain ukhonile kuyi-maintainer. Was let me direct the ball where I want it to be. Look at the body language. What's a C-shape? So the goalkeeper sleeping. Asengmuve. Khalakatha emva kwenet. But poor marking from Eswatini. Ngakakhuluma ngendzaba concentration. Even the fans love it. The young fans love it. Ngakakhuluma ngendzaba concentration Eswatini. The communication yabo. It's just breaking down. Angathi kusibo coach bakhulumeni at half time, but it keeps breaking down. Is it a matter of kuthi bangeta inombolo kakhulu nabamaka? I really don't know. Masia.
Good question to once talk about again.
Lerato.
Koza, ooh, beautiful. Move into that box area. That's the number 11, the goal scorer of the third goal. That is Mavis Lerato. Mavis Mainane Lerato. It's a chance. Coach, when you beat a goalkeeper on the side post where she is, that's quality. That is a technique.
Yeah, it's very, very difficult to deal with those balls. She was supposed to take a step inside to avoid colliding with the goal post, because the moment you make a dive there, you are likely to hit the post, of which the post is made up of metal, so utawulimala vele. Ngakho esabile lokuya full force nje kuleya bhola leya. Befuna nathatha a step angene ngekhaya tokhona ukuthi ayiseve without ukuthi ayisabe ukuthi mhlambe angabe ushayisa lipala.
Now it's a chance for South Africa maybe to extend their lead based on the ball possession we're enjoying here. Koza by the throw for Young Sun. Now it's going to be a change here for the South African side. We're going to see a new face in the squad. There's number 19, Naledi Ngosi, coming in. The question is, we're going to replace? What a chance, but Zoe October, well executed, but nothing to the goalkeeper. There was no power behind the ball, coach.
True, there's no power. She was passing, although she was trying to take a shot. Poor execution there.
Oh, it's a chance, but executed by the Eswatini defense. Now remember, there's a substitution to be made. Coming out is the number 17, the goal scorer of 2 goals, Bonolo Mokoma. What a play of watch so far for the first half and part of the second half. Bonolo Mokoma, the 17-year-old, is out, being replaced by the number 19 in the field. That is Naledi Ngosi, also coming to replace Bokoma, or rather Mokoma Bonolo.
Technical change, technical and tactical change. I think for me, ngiva ngathi Bonolo besekakhathele because bekuyi striker lebesimobile kakhulu lebesichecka, and kulok checka kwakhe beyakhona kuvula lawo ma pocket spaces lamaswati bekakhona kuwalahla.
That is Naledi Ngosi coming in for Bonolo Mokoma, another youngster that is being monitored by the senior team, Banyana. Oh, she's worked and everyone is happy for her. The country is really behind her.
Do you know what they say in their language?
Meaning, Mr.
They are having joy, they are having a party.
Call him Mercy Skosana. Apparently, if you know a candy shop, that's where he is found. Koza. Beautiful play by Koza. Koza takes a shot, but wide. Well protected. Koza. Chance, but shot Zoe protected by the likes of Swagere. Now the defense has had some good times, Emirates.
Yes, they have. Ncansi Fabrice sikhulume ngako first half. The communication. Yinto labayipike up very late bakhona kuyilungisa. As we see this chance. Ngikhuluma ngayo communication. Ncansi into labaphuthe kuyilungisa. So nyalo sebayakhona communicator ukuthi wena hamba uyophika, wena sala umaka, which is Zwakele so yamaka, and then Betu stays and she is the last man.
There's an injury for the South African player, or rather Eswatini, not South Africa, Eswatini. Now that's a chance for Lerato once again to see what unfolded. Oh, beautiful. Oh, there was a clumsy accident between the goalkeeper Nomsa. Coach, what do you think Atuel Duri is telling them?
I hope he's emphasizing on the point that they should be calm. They should communicate even more, because that was the problem. The communication. Nala nje kule injury le sanja kuyibona. Kubonakele lokuthi again goalkeeper should have instructed the Nozenzo there to clear the ball, or maybe athi it's my ball angena hamba clear it, only to find ukuthi sebaklasha bonke lapho boy 3 with the South African player. Otherwise ngiva ngathi it's not a very bad game for Eswatini, but nabangalungisa these few things sisi nathi nje sesimdlale 3 passes ukhona lesingakuthola, because lokuba yekela and worship them ezikubonakala kutaba nenkinga.
Now he's also making a technical and tactical change. That is Atwell Dulu, bringing the number 1, Lindogu Tembuisa. Coach, any particular strength from her?
Like communication anyway, sasemncane utawukhula naye, otherwise good naye, and also participation. She can really take long and precisely uyakhona lokuyikhipha ibenze kubonakala ukuthi inika abantu futhi muhle nje kakhulu.
Now South Africa once again invading the Eswatini side of the field. Teasing and teasing. Let's see now. Youngsters. It's been a bit of change in terms of how Eswatini is really building up this game. They seem to have gained confidence. What could be the reason, Melusi? To see the to take the free kick. Let's see how far she goes with this free kick. Takes it. Toward goalkeeper Tracy. So a bench full of minds and technical facilities. What do you see? If it ends like this, it's over for Eswatini.
No, it's not over. Bamfana abanga give up. There's still more games to play. It's just the first game. Yes, sidlale kabi, but they should go into the drawing board. Bambe bayolungisa bafunze mistakes ukuthi bone kuphi. Bangalungisa kuphi. Yini abangayilungisa? Yini abayende right, yini abayende wrong. Lokhu akube i-learning curve la kubo. Kungabi info lefuna babulala mentally and psychologically.
But mentally and psychological, the drain of the players, you can imagine. Now it's a beautiful build-up. Let's see the South Africa have a chance maybe to get their fourth gear. That is a chance, but cleared by the defense. The build-up continues. This is the ball. Now mostly being played in the half of the Eswatini side. Mavis. Oh, beautiful play by the goalkeeper. Most of the public have braved the cold and decided to support the young girls. Oh, this is a beautiful chance. And see, don't you feel like maybe the mood also goes down as the game probably nears its end, considering that maybe the eventual winner is almost there?
I think when the South Africans, but the game is over. But this is a game of football. It's a game of football. Anything can happen. anything can happen.
Eswatini coming out is number 15, and coming in is number
Now, a technical and tactical change for the Eswatini. Seeing a change now. Incoming in for Eswatini is the number 7, Snetemba Sugati. Coach, you want to talk about her? The capability and
Yes,
the
yes.
quality.
On a given day, she can hurt you. Particularly, look at Shanya. She was sitting on the back foot. Seriously, let's find the way vula le game sidlale, because pela now we have nothing to lose. But at the same time, pela akwendeke lokhu kahle ebholeni. Mina ngisakhala ngalokuthi kuningi lokuyikosha instead of trying ukuthi sidlale kuze ukuthi stokhona ukuthi those ball players bakhona ukuba nale feel and they bring back their confidence, because nabe siyendlulisa siphele kwendlulisa vele laba labakhona kuyidlala nabo bevunga ukuthi abakhulu kanti lendlela sidlala ngayo siyayishaya kakhulu. So this one on a given day vele definitely she can hurt you. She's just good on the ball.
Now we are left with the quarter of this encounter before we know the eventual winner. So 15 minutes, then South Africa can confirm their victory if it ends that way, obviously. Quickly looking for Koza, but well defended by the Eswatini defense. Urging them to stay on their feet and be focused. Now quickly, Eswatini gets Sugati. Oh, beautiful play by Sugati, but the ref say play on, yes. Let's see if it's a chance for Eswatini, but lack of power and strength to get in that field. Look at the strength of the number 11 right there. That is Mavis Lehato. Coach?
Yes, I'm happy with the introduction of Sugat. Yes, you can see. Una 2 minutes I feel like grounding, but she's very comfortable on the ball, of which that is what we needed. We needed in the pitch. So we una response, so we bamba and try to combine with the other girls to enjoy the game than to keep on pushing the ball forward only for the striker, because
now free kick to be taken by Petusire. It's a chance for Eswatini maybe to get their only goal in the game. It's a cross in the box, but nothing to worry. Goalkeeper Kessie really strong and adaptive to any situation.
Beautiful ball were dropped into the pitch by Matonzi there. Unfortunately, go to Mdlalelo, the physical monitor goalkeeper, because Nangabe go just cut in front of the goalkeeper in such a situation to deceive the goalkeeper. Now
South Africa is making a chance now. They are making a substitution. It's a change for South Africa. Out is number 10, Katlego Malebana. In is number 8, Katlego Tanya Mohale. The two Katlegos. And we'll see, is that a change that means maybe they just want to test every player they have?
For me, Kubo Katlego, it's a fatigue. As we bola le ground, liya trainer. Ungalbuka lingane party, liya trainer umuntu dele. Ungalbuka ulikobo se party umvula liya trainer. So the change lena is just a tactical change. You need to rest players. Ungaba bangelema injury, because already the game has been done and dusted.
Now that is Katlego Tanya from South Africa, number 8, Mohale, replacing the other number 10, Katlego Malebana. Now, let's see if there's a chance. 13 minutes to go before we conclude this encounter here at the Somkro National Stadium. Sugati, but didn't really last long on that occasion. Let's see, that is Mavis. Oh, that is Zoe. It's a chance. Zoe takes a shot. Katlego! Bang in the net. Katlego, what a finish. She's been on the pitch for roughly 3 minutes, but she's really netted the 4th goal for South Africa, and maybe with a huge confidence, this confirms that they are victorious in this game. Looking at the mountain that Eswatini would have to climb if they're to get back 4 goals in the remaining 12 minutes. Coach Nombuso Kumaro quite happy. Would you blame the goalkeeper, Melusi?
There's no way you can blame the goalkeeper. He defends again, caught sleeping, caught wanting, lapse in communication again. Njogoba ashito coach ukuthi ima South Africans athola ibhola. We are 2-3 webantu bayomaka. As you can see, 1 touch eliminates 3 players, finds Nangzane, a lonely number 8, Katlego, who just had 2 touches on the ball. First touch, uyiluzile. The second touch is a goal. Lapse of concentration, lapse of communication. On 3 bankoli. Ngansi kuyinto lokufuna simaswati sambe soyilungisa.
Some mistakes were really experienced in this Eswatini side. Let's see in front of the supporters if Eswatini stands a chance to eventually get a win, or rather say get a goal, just to once again, that is Zoe setting up Katlego, and look at what she does, just taking the shot where the goalkeeper was. Coach, your thoughts?
Okay, with regard to that one, it's very difficult for the goalkeeper because she anticipated that she's going to go far as in like on the side, only to be beaten right where she's standing. It's common. It's common. Like when it's a penalty, you cannot blame the goalkeeper for shifting, for moving and picking a spot where she wanna try and save the ball. It was unfortunate that the first thing that was supposed to do that is to make sure ukuthi first near post ivaliwe bese ke kunkhathi akacabanga ukuthi angenta njani nge-far post again when they go half nje kokwethu.
That's a chance, but she must be really confident and now quite happy with what has been displayed here. She's telling the numbers to just come front. 10 minutes to go before the addition of time. Is the number 19, Naledi Ngosi. Oh, what a chance, what a beauty of a goal. So we're setting up Katlego, poof, in back of the net. And the celebration says it all. Katlego, the goal scorer. So setting up the number 11, the Legato. Well defended. That's a beauty. Coach, that was another moment.
Very good on the part of Fu, especially there. She did very well clearing that ball over the bar. It was inside. It was inside. She did really well. And Sisi Pepile ngesikema swathi ikhona ingcono ekhona ngel goal.
Just to see South Africa still have more in store to offer. Zoe. So well handled by the goalkeeper. And of course, members of the public did not disappoint. Now for what we'll do, she's got some work to do in the near future. This defeat really, not only on home soil, but we're looking at the amount of goals that he conceded. Oh, beautiful play by Gosi there, and Katlego. Katlego. Beautiful play to Zoe, which I think if now Bonoro does not get man of the match, Zoe October should get man of the match, coach.
Yeah, she's doing very well in the middle of the park. Orchestrating all the moves by the South Africans. kuyabonakala ukuthi nje umfana lo amateur chef quicker.
Melusi, with only 7 minutes to go, can you confirm that South Africa probably are next to the through to the next round, and this is the end of it for Eswatini?
Yeah, Fabrice, nanoma singalanzi track yaka Osu kude game iphelile. You know, we tried keeping them down. There's no way out now. We should have done better. We should have contained them, but unfortunately, it's an unfortunate part whereby it's a story of another day.
Coach Bongani is amazed by those comments. Coach, you've been in this situation when maybe you are representing your country, they have entrusted you with a team, supporters in full songs, and you don't get the results you expected. What goes through your mind in this remaining 6 minutes as a coach?
It's a very, very difficult situation la kuso coaching yalo, because there's still a second round of the same game, meaning they're still going to have more questions to answer in the second leg. If at home we play like this, then how much more at their comfort zone. But nje-ke sebababonile ngicabanga ukuthi itaba ngcono le sibili game kunale, because kuningi lesebakufundile kuwo. These are qualified coaches, they know their job, but awukhona pick at these small things etivelile, because akusinto lenkulu esidlile ethine lamuhla. It's just low lapse in concentration and failing to play, because we cannot mark for 90 minutes ngeke noma kanjani kuyagcina ucrackile. So thina noma kumele ngabe like we are clearisha ngiyavuma, but just block bese soyabuka ungaphasela abanye eqeni kwakho. Sikhanze sesiclearisha sesishaya embili akasebenteli ke vele kuyishaya sishaye kakhulu.
The second leg, I think it's a huge package to go back home with. And as far as the South Africans are concerned, 4 goals. And it's Koza teasing, gets Celerato, but played by the Eswatini defense, looking for the likes of Indian Sugati, but nothing much. Now, a lady crossing the box, so is there, but shot, but really by the number 19 Naledi. Coach Atwell Lulu still reacting to some of the movements that are taking place in the field of play. But this was a chance. That slow touch by Swagere really changed the story for the South Africans.
True Fabrice, but njengoba asho coach uthi so long as sisayishaya sisayixosha, we are bound to mark, and frustration has crept into the Eswatini team. They can't mark for 90 minutes without making maybe a shorted goal. It's so frustrating. It brings in the frustrating moments. Look at that shot. Could have done better, number 19. Could have controlled the ball. I push kanye bese uthatha ishot. Unfortunately, it wasn't the case.
Medical assistance is being called in the field of play. As far as the Eswatini is concerned, so again, this is how they fouled occurred. Oh, there was a push, there was a shoulder. Quite painful there. Must be really painful. We're 3 minutes away from the end of this game. Before the additional time, I have to admit that Eswatini has really some work to do in the second leg. At least go get a 1 or 2-0 draw, 2-0 results, just for the sake of making your country proud. But it's hard to tell that at 12 and the team can really go in South Africa and get 5 goals.
It's really hard. It's a mountain to climb. It's more like saying you're going to climb Mountain Kilimanjaro in one day. That can't happen. I think there's a lot of work that needs to be done with this Eswatini team. in terms of technical nale tactical approach. We just couldn't click today. They just couldn't click today. They just gave away position cheaply by clearing the ball unnecessarily.
Only a minute away in the couple of seconds after that. Okay, see. Clearing the ball. It's to see the Matosi. And of course, the body language of the South African team reveals it all. They are not even almost there. They feel like they are there with the package of 4 goals in the first leg, just seconds away from the conclusion of the encounter. Now, partnership between the two, Sugati also in the mix. Cassie had a performance she will not probably forget. I mean, she enjoyed the protection of the defense. Now, Naledi looking for the Rato, gets the ball, keeps the ball in play. Rato crosses the box. Well-handled Katlego with that rough touch, but it's a chance. Oh, beautiful play there. Beautiful play by Lydia, but while quickly responding South Africans, 4 minutes has been added on. Zoe, Zoe, oh, beautiful. That's a god of a century. That's a beauty. That is out of this world. Zoe October. For me, coach, the best you can see in the field.
She's doing very, very well, Zoe October, in the middle of the park, and also joining attack. Siyambona lokuthi umdlali lo amature kahle kakhulu. Uyakhona lokuhlanganisa combine with the other players going forward. Nanginyalo sosemphukeli only for the net usabe sesewenda njalo. Good run nje na ubuka na breaking in front of about 5 or 6 players of Eswatini. Kude lombona lo bese uyambona ukuthi nangizowangena eboxini kube khona lohamba naye kude. So it's disappointing the way we marked.
The timing, coach, talk to me about the timing, and also Zoe knew the moment he releases the ball, she will still remain on the move and she will get it in front.
Incredible timing, that's the maturity. Level with regards to maturity. Muhle kakhulu. Lomnye bekangeke abone ukuthi kufuna ngidlale in a 1-2 situation. Ngifake then go continue with the run and into the box, only to be set free.
Now it's a 5-star rather. It's a 5-star performance by the South Africans. Ooh, Zoe October. And you are almost in the month of October, Zoe. You could be enjoying this. What a player, what a performance out of this way. She still has the ball quickly to Koza. Koza also another player, I would say she had a good game. It's a pity she couldn't score. Melosi, what's your take?
We talked about Zoe. And I talked about Zoe first half before she started the game. She's a problem to watch. She's a problematic child. Ulingsa umfana lobuya ekhaya athunyiwe abuye late ekhaya. So Zoe has proven that she is the October of the team. She is the cream of the team. Uqale as a winger, sangamnaki. And then wase udropa into the middle of the park, contain the middle of the park, fitted like a glove.
It's a chance. Of course, it's a chance to say 5-star performance by the South Africans. Beautiful. It's going to be played by Katrejo. Oh, beautiful play. Well defended, but it's going to be a quick throw. We're a couple of seconds away from the conclusion of this encounter. It's a 5-star performance for the South Africans. Monitoring the ref, she could be bringing us to the end of this encounter anytime from now. Coach, can you sum up this encounter? The ins and outs, the positives for Eswatini, the negatives for Eswatini, and of course for South Africa.
Okay, eMaswati asebenzile lokungangawo and kuningi futhi la kufundzile kule game le. Mina ngingakuthembisa lokuthi eSouth Africa second leg atawudlala kangcono kunalokho. Sibantu beMaswati siyakhona lokuthi sinase sesibonile lokho oh man lebe sikwesaba sesiyakwadi kuba ngcono. Kungabe kusanje ukuthi naku ufuna ukubulala inyoka awuyibulali usengayibona uqala uyibone eqala. So in as much as ngisho njalo angisho ukuthi like vele we stand a chance, it's gonna be difficult, but ngeke kube kanje because now we are clear ukuthi adlala kanjani ama South Africans. Kutawuba ngcono kakhulu nalokuthi bocoach bakhona sikhona sitawuhamba sibasike lesikubonile ukuthi ngikuphi lokuthi ngase bakusebenzele, especially nje na indzaba ye communication ngiyole lebonakele kakhulu bese naloku zama le position, especially in the middle of the park. Uma sayiclearisha emkhathini siyizembili, then it goes without saying ukuthi it's 1v4 of which one striker versus 4 defenders, so kuncane la ngasita ngako leyo clearance. If we go there nima combinations kuba khona lokutawuphuma. So basically ilapho nekuthi ke asembekise lendaba ye-match wells, failing to win a-match wells cabanga bocoach kufuna bayi-address nayo because ubonakele kaningi siba khona la kushaya nje ligoli kusuke kuneliswati eceleni, but akube kakhona ekukhahlela lelo kumele akhahlele of which kusibeka kabi ke lo. We need to do our work la kumakwa nje kumakwe mbamba iwinwe ibhola.
Right, that is Zoe October, the last goal scorer in this encounter. A performance by the South African side, 5-star performance, 5 goals to nil away to the Kingdom of Eswatini. The return match shortly in the upcoming. That is the last goal of this. A beautiful finish, the positioning and the finish. It tells you about how she's so passionate about this performance. But let's talk about also the dancer on the screen. That is Bonolo Mokoma. What a performance also. Atuel Dulu also sharing some light moment with the goalkeeper to say, yes, we lost, but did you learn something? That is Bonolo in the first. Coach, quickly as we move with the goals. Fast. This moment, what a finish.
What a finish, Fabrice, what a finish. We failed again to clear our lines here. Could have just pushed the player away from goal side, then Bellingham game. It looks very from the beginning. Lapha ke vele indaba imatima itechnique nje kumatima muhle lo mntana ukombile simuhle angeke ngibablame kuleli ube ubashaya nje ngevula vala le matima kakhulu. Even here pressure on the ball, there was no pressure on the ball. Kungako akagcina libona libhala what a killer.
Some of the goals that highlighted this encounter. Now we move to Katlego with that 3 minutes into the game. But first, there is this. Coach,
it's poor marking again here. It's poor marking. All the players of Eswatini shifted to the right hand side and forgetting the left hand side. With this one, it's just a 1-2. No one chased the ball. No one chased Zoe into the box. Only to find Uzi Village was Spanish. What a finish again from her. She did very well, technique-wise, very well. Executed nicely.
Now that is how the conclusion of this encounter is. South Africa with the most of the shots on target, 18 out of 5. Merusi, it was a game and a half.
Disastrous performance from our team, from the Swaziland team. You look at the total shots, 18 from the visiting country, 5 from Eswatini. Shots on goal, 5 against 5, 5 against 0. That's the same score. Position, 70/30. Lot of work needs to be done in the Swazi team. In terms of technique, in terms of technicals, I think lokunye lokufuna benefit is ikhathi lesiningi sekujima salabantwana, because if you're going to train 3 days a week, how are we going to create agility? How are we going to create endurance?
Now, they are in full song, they are in dance, and they are happy after that 5-star performance away in the Kingdom of Eswatini. Once again, if you missed the occasion, that is Bonolo opening the score in the first 20 minutes of the encounter with her performance, and the 17-year-old went on again, technique, control, and what a finish, my God. Beauty at its best. She was then substituted, but later other players like Katlejo did this. What a cross into the box, and what a finish. And then Katlejo, after just being substituted, the other Katlejo came in and did this. And last but not least, Zoe was the party to enjoy with this beautiful finish. This was Eswatini TV live, bringing you this encounter of the FIFA Under-20 World Cup qualifiers in the company of Merusis Kosana and coach Bongani Makukula. We do say it was indeed a lovely, lovely 90 minutes here at the Somplo National Stadium. Until we meet again, Yasimos, Sifera Kamunats.
What's something you hated as a kid that you like now?
I don't want that question. Because I'm thinking of nasty stuff.
Vegetables. Vegetables. I won't even lie. Like, yeah, that's the first thing that comes to mind. Obviously, there's like other stuff, but veggies. Veggies are so goated, bro.
I think what I hated as a kid and what I didn't understand as a kid was probably, I would say, relationships, honestly, like kuchola. I felt like, ew, that's so disgusting. When people kiss, I was like, ew, that's so disgusting. But right now, that's where it's at.
Greens.
The Platform, your front row to elite perspective. A show featuring real conversations that lead to real growth and impact. About 4 young professionals sit at the table with a champion. An industry leader who's walked the path and is ready to share the blueprint. From bold questions to breakthrough moments, the Platform creates a space for mentorship and practical guidance to help you move your career forward.
If you cannot look after the resources that come your way, you will stay perennially poor. And money usually takes the character of the hand on which it's at. If it's a reckless hand, it lacks custodianship and stewardship. Money will always disappear. I don't care how successful you are.
Something has got to shift and change from the space of the leader. Whether you're sitting as a manager in a corporate or you're sitting as an official in a government space, these young people are counting on you to help them create an environment that is conducive for their dreams, their goals, and their aspirations.
My key takeaways are it's okay to start small and to focus on where you are.
The impact that this show had on me today is, again, just expanding my perspective on how business works from different voices.
Giving you a limelight to say you can be the best that you can be, regardless of your humble beginnings. I come from Mafutula, and today I am here, and I'm proud to share my story.
Catch The Platform, a breakfast with a champion, Thursdays at 8 p.m. only on Eswatini TV.
Hello and welcome to yet another brilliant episode of your favorite show. This is Asambege with your host. My name is Nelly Swamakanya. I'm sure you're wondering why is he sitting down today. It's because today we are all about stories. I just want us to take a rewind and look at how we have been doing, especially because I think I've been here on Asambege now for like 5 months. So I think we need to just do a rewind and how were the brilliant episodes. We're just going to pick out some of the best episodes that I've had with you right here on Asambege. And of course, the very first one that was of high interest to me is the very first episode that I had on Asambege, whereby we had a guest by the name Sitembiso Gunene, a well-known actor in the motherland, who he took to Swazi Candles for his